Drivers, to your cars.
Ladies and gentlemen, the NASCAR Cricket Cup Series, what really matters, is here in the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez for the running of the inaugural TV Azteca Clasico. I'm Angel, and I'm here joined by Cody.
Oh, I was waiting for you to say something else.
What? What do you mean you were waiting for me to say something else?
That's all right. That's all right, man.
Anyways, we're
just getting used to it, folks. We're just getting back into this.
Yeah, well, that and also this guy almost forgot his passport on the way here.
Bro, it was because the freaking cat girl ran off with it while she was running to El Paso.
That's funny.
Yeah, right. I have to get it thanks to Sean, but basically, even though we're not racing at the historical road course that pretty much hosts the Mexican Grand Prix, this is kind of special because this is the first time in league history that they are racing in the country of Mexico. So either way, special event, even if some fans think it's somewhat less potential, but hey, we're here for experimenting today. We're doing it here with the Ovo.
Exactly, and we had a weird pre-race because not only did we have to listen to the American national anthem, but also the Mexican national anthem.
Well, in all fairness, it makes sense.
Yeah, it is true. It does make sense. So anyways, it is time to get the racing action ready. It is time to get the ready racing action. It is time to go to our starting lineup for today's race. On the pole, we're going to see Daniel Voiles in the Cherry Coke Shelby, and right next to him, Ollie Cesar in the Tesla.
I question how they're set up like that when it's not a roll course, but okay. This is going to be driving the Motorcraft Shelby, per usual. And we got somebody that's got to get the lead out of their butts to have Bucky Jr. drive the car, Lincoln Loud in the Bucky's Charger.
Next up, we see Ruby Asensio in the Lucas Oil Malibu, and next to her is going to be Lena Oxton in the 3M Shelby.
Oh boy, up next we got the 36 Jonathan Logren. Yeah, Lord, how am I confusing it for Dale Bush? And the 7 Galvin, the Brandt Pontiac.
Coming up next, Mariella Key and Lorda James. So both these teammates are going to be together forever. Together, we drive. Together, forever, with you.
No. Especially if it's coming from B-Box Motorsports. We got Patty Jimenez, who is filling in for... Okay, this is going to be on. Filling in for Pedro Sales. Okay, did not see that coming. And Marbacada, the other Gold Shelby.
Shane Van Gisbergen will be starting next to Diego Alcaraz.
And we got Mabel Pines, who'll be starting next to Manita Peng Chang.
Zoe Lee in the Advent Health Supra will be starting next to Haley Deegan.
And we got Austin Hunter hoping to bring Casa Lauda win here in Mexico. And the 78, Daniel Romaine trying to prove his point to stay in the series.
Lesaria Smith in the unsponsored Charger right next to Ethan Rice, the defending Brickyard 400 winner.
And up next will be Lucio and the 88 Chloe Bouchard. Okay, thank you. James, talk a little bit.
Maggie Spletzer will be starting next to Wendy Corduroy.
And then as we take a look towards the back, you have Deborah Pine starting next to Ari Iviera.
Sophia Woodward in the Akron Oil Malibu will be starting next to Lexi Benedetto in the McDonald's Malibu.
Up next, we got Damian Rubio and the 77, which is driven this week by Sheldon Creed once again.
Next up, we see Leslie Jacoby in the Quick Trip Supra, and right next to her is going to be Kyle Larson in the Target Supra.
Yeah, now we got Sabrina Rinkenbree finally back to the Napa colors this week. And the 19 of Eric Plushblue in the ARS colors.
Next, we see Sonora Felix in the Televisa Malibu, and right next to her is going to be Luna Coco in the M&M Mini Supra.
Then we got Alexis Lem Blake and the 34 Samantha Contreras.
And running out the field is Auburn Bradley, and filling in for Angel Diaz-Rauda is Jonathan Bell.
All right, that one will not count for the coconut, but since we had some technicalities on the knockouts and stuff like that, Auburn Bradley gets this.
Even though Auburn qualified 41st.
Well, qualified last out of those who actually made it in.
Anyways, so with this weekend about to get ready and going, and finally wrapping it up, before we go to Richmond, let's go over to our pit reporters. Rick. Gerardo Martinez is right now watching what could potentially be one of his final races as Senior Vice President of Casa Loud Racing. He's looking to step down and focus on other hobbies, in particular his hobby on painting. It is rumored that potentially Patty Jimenez will be taking over his role as Senior Vice President of the team. Anthony. Well, a lot of people have been rumoring that Cody Smarts may come back to Smart Motorsports and Glitch Racing Ventures, but so far Maggie Splits has said that there's no way that is going to happen. And for that, and for proof of it, she has a fast car that she hopes to get up to the front. Now, let's go over to you, Margot. Well, for a lot of people, it is weird to see Annette Galvan near the front, but for those that are Mexican, they've been here before, especially because she is part of this country and she wants to give her hometown country fellers the win that they deserve. Let's go over to the booth, guys. Would you like to see a hometown win? Or would you not, Cody?
I mean, as of now, looking at the lineup, I mean, there are some big name drivers over here. I mean, you got Benjamin Ordis. It'd be great for him to end his one the streak here. You also have Ruby Asensio. Would be great for her to get the victory here at Mexico as well. And there's a couple of others sprinkled in the front to may have a fair shot in getting the victory here, Angel.
Oh, yes. So who is going to be your pick for this one?
I am going to go with Benjamin Ordis. This is his opportunity to end the winless drought that he's been having for almost a year now.
Well, for me, I'm going to go with Diego Alcaraz. I mean, he is from the city of Guadalajara, which is just a couple of hours up the road from Mexico City. So I think that he's going to give the hometown crowd the victory. Anyways, 10 seconds to go, and we are about to go to our command to get the engines fired up.
Drivers, start your engines!
Alright, so let's take a look at our DNQs from this weekend. Katie Cote, Iron Molina, and Sebastian Galloway Jr. all missed the show. And at the same time,
Yeah.
Alejandro Serrano originally intended to be in this race, but unfortunately had to withdraw.
Yeah, as you can tell, I mean, this track is very much an odd one because you pretty much turn right as soon as you get your lap going, and then you have all of this to deal with. I mean, this oval is kind of a weird one. Could you usually see them racing at the Mexican GP road course, as I said before? However, they are choosing to compete here. And you see the markers over here, those are misguiding. I just want to say that out the gate. Those are usually misguiding, unfortunately.
Oh, yes.
But you have the iconic turns 3 and 4, which are usually the last corners of the Mexican GP course. I gotta say, good sight.
Yes, a really good one. 40 laps around this oval. And everyone is here to say that we are on the way in Ciudad de Mexico. Too fast, too soon for Daniel Voiles. He's going to lead the first lap.
What the heck's the ticket? There it is. I gotta say, that lap went by kind of quickly, so for some people who are wondering why the short distance for this one. Oh boy. And it involves one of the drivers who really needed to have a good day to not only avoid elimination, but also to avoid knockout qualifying. But, Ortis had a shot, but Voiles is going to take it.
Yeah, Benjamin Ortis had a good shot of actually taking the lead, like you said,
taking
coming
the
to the
lead.
caution flag. But will unfortunately still be to Daniel Voiles. So let's take a look at the replay and see what ended up happening, because it seems to me like this happened here.
Yeah, it happened where both, I believe it involved both Sabrina Rinkenpree and Sonora Felix. Yeah, Sabrina Rinkenpree got spun and Sonora got involved. Wonder if this was a not clear incident. No, I think Sonora might have. I don't know if she dumped her or it was wrong place, wrong time.
It could have been a little bit of a dump, because remember that this oval is about a mile long and it acts like Dover, but it's flat. Here's Yonder.
Yeah.
Fucking stupid! I mean, how he's serious! Son of a bitch! That prostitute! Ooh!
Oh, wait a minute. Uh-oh. I think this might have gotten personal. And it might be something some certain folks might not be happy with on Twitter later. Yeah, Sonora Felix. Unfortunately, this early in the race, I gotta ask, do you know when to let off?
That's gonna be a problem right there for these ladies.
Yeah, because, these two are not gonna be happy with each other, but, well, what the? Well, at least to get it back going. But, it just looked like out of context for you, but, jeez.
What do you mean it looked out of context?
That pet exit, sir. Almost look like beef. But it looks like, wait a minute, the pace car lights are out. It looks like they may be restarting on this lap, but at the same exact time, they're pitting.
Well, let's see what
I am a
what they
little
decide.
concerned here.
Okay, the pace car is down.
Okay, fair enough. So we will go back to green. That was a quick caution if that was the case.
Yeah, it was a quick one. And we're gonna see these drivers trying to solidify themselves as good. Here we go.
Oh, I saw Jonathan looking to the outside. I don't think that was a good idea.
Truly wasn't. Ruby Asensio now trying to look for the second spot.
She will. I stand to the corner panel. We're going to be honest with you. To me, it was between Benjamin Ortiz and Ruby Asensio to possibly get it done. But Asensio just couldn't get the momentum because Lincoln Loud is now to the inside. Benjamin Ortiz recovers.
And
as
Lincoln,
we got a pretty
he's trying
to
trying to put American supremacy in this place.
Oh boy, and Lincoln Loud trying to prove that his win from Daytona wasn't what a lot of people call Mickey. So honestly, this is a good proving grounds type of opportunity for Lincoln Loud.
Unless you're Ruby Asensio, you're there to stop him.
Oh my! Yeah, Ruby Asensio trying to take advantage of the point situation because Samantha Contreras did not get a good qualifying time, and apparently at this track qualifying freaking matters. So yeah, not the position she wants, quite the position Ruby Asensio wants to be in at the very least, because she has a very good shot in taking the points lead exiting this weekend.
These two drivers, they came to Mexico separated by almost 15 points.
Yeah, and right now it's not looking good for Contreras because she is going to need some help if she wants to go for the regular season championship. And I'll be honest, Angel, this is the only series where the regular season championship has been competitive. I've been enjoying this one more than any other series. And so far, this comes to prove it. Like, Samantha Contreras might not be close. I mean, although that might be unfortunate, the fluctuation with the points lead has certainly made it entertaining. Oh, Jonathan Logren trying to go to the inside, trying to avenge the number 9, as both Sabrina Rinkenbree and Nora Felix has recovered quite well from what I've seen.
But I don't think that's going to be enough to catch up to Daniel Boyles, as we're going to see some of these other drivers that are struggling here. Sophia Woodward, first time coming to Mexico.
Yeah, a lot of people, it's their first time in Mexico, and you can see the difference between Sabrina Rinkenbree and Sonora Felix. Felix now currently running in last, couldn't recover, unlike Sabrina, who has made up quite a few spots ever since the restart.
Yeah, and at the moment she's trying to get up to up more positions, maybe trying to make the outside work.
I am not 100% certain about that one. But, who knows? It could potentially happen. It could work.
Well, Sophia Woodward didn't get past Sabrina on that one.
Yeah, I see Sophia Woodward recovering a bit. She has passed plenty of cars. So it's really been a true back and forth amongst the back of the field.
Yes, and now we're taking a look at the front once again. Look who's coming over here! Annette Galvan!
Well, she's been hanging out in the front for quite a while there, Angel. She has been in the top 10 this entire time, but she recently made the pass. Oh, very tight in that corner. That's going to allow Jonathan Logren to get to the inside. back to what I was saying, you know, and Echo Vin's been consistent this race so far, staying in the top 10, but it's all simply because she qualified that good. So, I mean, it could be either way, in my honest opinion, but just trying to do anything she can to possibly get as high of a finishing result as possible, only because both her and Auburn Bradley have entered this race in some odd spots in the standings as we get closer to the chase.
Oh yes, and looks like a Nergal van. Oh, she may have tried the bump and run on the 36. And you know, if you want to do bump and runs, Cody, you can, because this place is probably much wider than Bristol.
Or just as wide as Bristol at the very least. But the difference I've been paying attention to more than that is A, it's a flat oval, and B, you basically turn right instead of turning left. I mean, it is an interesting twist into this whole equation, and if this race gets some good reception, there is potential for either Mexico to have an extended schedule, or maybe extend the possibility of right-turned ovals. You know, I know Monza has an oval to a certain variant where it's right turns only. I know there's another oval that's pretty much specifically right turn, so honestly, Angel, this has potential to extend the diversity of tracks that we go to in the near future.
It could as well work. But let's take a look at the front, because right now Ruby Asensio trying to catch up to the 26 of Daniel Boyles.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, she is one of my two picks for this win. And here's another twist that you got to think about, Angel. These lap times are just as quick as a cookie cutter, but look at the amount of laps. Only 40 laps in this race, effectively making this one of our quickest races on the schedule. Like, okay, we have ARCA or truck races that go as long, if not longer, than this on a usual basis. So it is a bit of a shocker. It is more of a let's try to gain as many positions as possible. But pit strategy is more likely out the window for this one. And instead, just race it out.
Yes, that's one of the incredible things right now, as Lincoln Loud is currently the fastest on the track. And Boyles, if he continues to lead like this, he may secure the bonus points for the most laps left.
Yeah, but to his own dismay, that also means he's going to get placed on the chopping block, so that is something else that's going to be a problem, especially this early. As we have seen a runaway here in relation to the top 9, I want to say.
Yeah, you could say the top 9 has been going out of the way. I mean, look at this from Patty's rear.
Yeah, I mean,
see how far away Alia is.
Yeah, and Alia Cesare has been one of the fastest drivers in qualifying, and now you see her all the way down to 10th.
Was that something that you were expecting on your bingo card?
Well, I mean, when you start at the outside lane at any track like this, you want to catch a caution quick. And although that may have happened, Alia did not have a good time in that restart. And because of it, she lost a lot of positions.
Right now, Zoe Lee not having a good time for herself, I'll tell you.
Yeah. I mean, and that's the thing. I mean, at that point, these are one of these tracks where if you start in the back, there's a good chance you're not going to win the race, let alone get a good finish. And that is one of the only flaws with this track. But Besides that, you see the inside groove overall being a bit stronger than the outside, but it is getting progressively harder to pass.
Yeah, and that is as the run continues to progress. Now let's take a look at the top 35 situation and the points, because right now driver on the chopping block is the 22 of Marinette Dupain-Cheng.
Yeah, and right now I see her running towards the front on this one. I mean, you take a look at the top 35 in owners points. I mean, you're right. The 22 ones on the chopping block, only 14 points above her teammate in the number 12. But you gotta think about a few other things. First of all, the Rowley sisters, number 12, not running so well. As a matter of fact, DNQ. 98, they were originally supposed to have Carolina Bradley because there was a deal recently signed to have Carolina Bradley run 5 races in the 98. However, for some apparent reason, the owner Boogie forgot to mention a couple of things, so because of that, the 98 also withdrew from the race. But you also see the 48, that's the other bubble of DQ, ain't having issues. The 23 is the oddball. As the 23 did make the show. However, she is running towards the front, so she will be closing some gap. Just not to the right person.
Exactly, and you see right here the 23 of Mille Pints precisely trying to close some distance on Marinella.
Yeah, at this point, you can't think about Marinette Dupain-Cheng. You gotta think about Aria Iviera, because Aria Iviera is pretty much the next one in line to be in the chopping block, and Aria is not in the front at all.
And really, to stay within these positions at the front, you have to be inside the top 20 in the race. Ask Austin Hunter, 32nd in the owner points. He's right now running to schedule.
Yeah, I mean, he's running as planned. Maggie Splitzer, even though she is ahead of the bubble, she's also in a precarious situation. And guess where she is? Top 20.
Exactly. Let's go back to the front, as right now, a little bit of a weird gap, as top 3 trying to get away from Marinette Dupain-Cheng, from Ener Galvan.
Sir, how did you mistake this M for the 22?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you know what? It is so blatant.
God dang.
Hey man, we're not doing any races over 60 laps, so it's pretty much permitted at that point. But I do notice something here. Benjamin Ordis has been losing a lot of speed, and now we're all of a sudden seeing Annette Galvan possibly in contention, Lincoln Loud probably in contention, and
caution is out.
Junior Boyle's radio right now. All right.
Debris in turn 4.
Because that was the last thing Boyles needed. Was somebody to bring in debris to force a caution. Oh, jeez.
And like you said, he could be like, all right.
Yeah. Hey, I already said it. Okay. Anyway, while we wait for a couple football players to break into the studio to try to tackle people, yeah, that has threw in a huge monkey wrench into this whole thing. Because now this is where crew chief's gonna make the call. Will they pit or stay out?
There it is, pit or stay, and the answer is...
I think they're pitting.
Yes, they are.
They're taking their one and only, likely only, pit stop here.
Trying to take the advantage of others, misfortunate of others. Rick Erickson.
I mean,
a lot of people are going for pit road. They know that it is their only chance of actually sticking together. And here comes the 7. Annette Galvan going for 4 tires, a fresh tank of gas, chassis setup. Don't want to make any mistakes here, guys. And she's going to be off here in quite a couple. Daniel Voiles, who has been dominating this race. 4 tires, fresh tank of gas, chassis setup, and he's going to come away just in front of the 3 car.
oh, Benjamin Norris had a quick pit stop on top of the 36. And the 7 is nowhere to be found. Oh, what the heck?
Well, I heard about sometimes getting aggressive out of pit road.
The 7 must have had severe issues on... Are you kidding me? People, it's the pit exit.
This will happen to Laceria. Oh, did she get bumped by Lexi?
Oh, Lexi! What did we say about speeding on pit road? Oh, for bleep's sakes.
Never thought I would see that.
Me neither. As the 7, that we'll have to see what happened to the 7 later. Because she had massive issues. I think we missed a wreck, Angel. I think we missed a wreck.
Well, I don't
While they were exiting pit road, because the 43's out, 7's out, multiple cars are out. I think there's a lapper in Maple Pines.
And it's not because they were out, because they suffered damage while coming to take their pit stops.
Oh, God. Well, now we have to try to figure out what the heck is going to happen with Voiles, because now he got lucky enough to have everyone run away. And, oh boy, he's going to run away with it. It will likely win the race, because now look at the gap.
Yeah, his gap is now big, humongous. Oh, I've seen some other drivers that are struggling over here. Some of them are in 3 wide situations that they don't want to be in.
Yeah, you bet. And some of them did benefit out of the front runners wrecking on pit road. So they are trying to do anything they can to capitalize on it. And there's one of them who did get a few positions out of pit road due to the incidents. Peggy Splitzer. Peggy trying to get into the top 10 or maybe a bit higher so she can still have a shot to possibly make the chase.
She's still trying there.
I think she's trying to get momentum from the outside. That could maybe help her away, but obviously it won't now because Lena Oxton, the person she was going to try to get past, is going to the inside. And I see a car possibly exiting pit road. Uh-oh.
Oh, Sophia Woodward.
Sophia. Ah!
And that is going to help
and
Ruby
here comes
Asensio.
Ruby. Ruby is closing in, but not enough.
She's going to try to look to the inside.
Oh, she's trying, but I don't think she's going to get there yet. Oh, that has been one of the fastest laps I've seen in a bit. As now, uh-oh, more lap cars coming out the pit. Coming out of the pit says Ruby thinks that she could probably try to use extra speed exiting the corner to try to get faster than Voiles in the straightaway. I don't know how that's gonna work out.
And it didn't, because remember, she went too wide in turns 1 and 2. So it could have effectively sealed the deal for Daniel Voiles in the 26.
Yeah. And for some folks at home, seeing this situation, you know, we've had some battles for the lead, but not enough to the point where we had any lead changes. We already know what some people are going to say when they find that out.
Boring.
In all fairness, though, this is one of the less boring type of races, even though that, in a way, is boring on its own. I mean, look at Ruby. She has closed out on Voiles again as we go to 8 to go. And probably the shortest race of the season. Well, shortest Cricket Cup race of the season, I should say. As Angel. And Angel, look out!
Oh, this is gonna be big and ugly.
I see the 7, and I see a couple others there.
And they come
Or not
down
anymore
pit
because they
road.
pitted. Wait a minute.
Oh,
Oh no! You gotta be kidding me!
Is that a caution or not?
What?
It is not
I
a
got
caution.
a dumb question. How did that not bring out a yellow? Guys. For the love of Pete.
But meanwhile, at the front, all these drivers coming in and out of pit road is actually helping the 3 of Ruby Asensio trying to catch up to Voiles. 6 to go.
Yeah, she hasn't had a chance to pass him yet, but she has had a couple of chances to at least get to the back of the 26. So she's going to try to do whatever she can to get to the inside and possibly take the win for the local Mexican fans that are here to watch this race. We got a lot of locals here today, Angel, and it would be lovely for them. Oh,
she has the inside. No!
no! Voiles closed her out!
He slammed the door. 5 laps to go. These two are now going for it.
Yeah, I mean, Voiles almost made a mistake. You see Voiles exiting the corner towards the outside. It may help him a little bit. But then you once again see some lap traffic. You got the 38 that could become a problem. Oh, Ruby's trying again. I think Voiles is going to shut the door.
He cannot.
Or maybe not.
She has the good
Not
run.
yet.
No.
But I think he
Voiles
can.
got the run. She's going to have to send it over here with 4 to go.
Oh. Yeah, and this is why deeper in the run it gets harder to pass. Voiles might have gotten lucky on that one. But, dear Lord, that 38 is going to impact the next turn or two and possibly could decide who wins the whole thing. As the 38 could hold up.
No!
Oh, no!
That could have been it. All these drivers, they may not have enough to make it.
No. This is... What? People! What kind of regulations did the officials give
The
you?
caution is out. Oh my God.
I'm sorry. In terms of how that ended... For how this race is gonna end, I got something to say to you.
You blew it!
We're gonna see what happened to Luna Coco. Wow.
Really, Luna? Really? You
Wow.
did that to end the race. Luna. Oh, for bleep's sakes. And because Luna did something so stupid like that, there's a valid chance they're going to want to see her in the hauler at the end of this one. Because that, my friend, is a probable case of race manipulation. Oh, boy. Yeah. Well, I guess this race is going to end under caution because we don't do overtime here.
Yes, it is.
And the question now is going to be, can Voiles hang on?
That's going to be the big question here as, yep. Wells Fargo white flag, 1 to go.
Uh-oh, some cars going to the inside, and now I think Voiles might be out.
Nope, that was just a lap car. No, that was actually the lap car of Jonathan Bell.
Oh, and here's another... Wait. Alright, I have another dumb question at this point. How in the world is whoever was supposedly second trapped a lap down? Oh,
Could have been.
wait a minute, somebody smoking? Or is that just... I don't get it. No, I thought I saw some smoke in the straightaway there, but nobody moved out of the way.
Yeah, there was no smoke. But right now, the focus is on this man. Second driver of Oklahoma to ever hoist a trophy in the Cricket Cup. The first one since Sophia Woodward. And also the first male driver to hoist a trophy in the Cricket Cup. The yellow and checkered are waving for Daniel Voiles, as he's gonna get his victory. #1 at Mexico City.
And I must say, good race, bad ending.
Really,
that's all I'm gonna say.
A good day for Ruby Asensio at the end of the day. Having the fastest lap of this race. And clearly putting away one of the shortest Cricket Cup races we've seen.
Yeah, I mean, this is one of the shortest Cricket Cup races on the season, I will say. And you saw how everybody else finished. I mean, that pit stop basically messed everything up. And they even messed up the battle for the points lead because Samantha Contreras with a 5th place finish will actually extend her points lead.
Mm-hmm. That is the turn of events, as we're going to take a look at our results from today's race. Daniel Voiles is going to celebrate his first career Cricket Cup win. Lena Oxton in 2nd, Laura James in 3rd, Marinette Dupain Cheng and Samantha Contreras in the top 5, and then Wendy Corduroy, Leslie Jacoby, Lucille, Lexi Di Benedetto, and Ethan Rice in the top 10. Now let's take a look at the rest of our results. Alexis Lynn Blake, Damon Rubio, Ruby Asensio, Benjamin Ortiz, Shane Van Gisbergen, Chloe Bourgeois, Daniel Roman, Austin Hunter, Aubin Bradley, and Jonathan Bell round out the top 20. Those are all the cars that finished on the lead lap today. Maggie Spletzer, Haley Deegan, Plush Blue P, Jonathan Logren, Maria Lakey, Diego Alcaraz, Sonora Felix, Aria Eviara, Lasaria Smith, Kyle Larson, Mara Bakeda, and Sheldon Creed will all finish at least one lap down. Then Dipper Pines, Luna Coco, and Olia Cesar become the first retirees of the race. Then the lappers continue, with Mabel Pines, Annette Galvan, Lincoln Loud, Patty Jimenez all finishing 6 laps down, Sylvia Lee finishing 7 laps down, Sophia Woodward 8 laps down, and then Sabrina Rankenpree DNFs after problems on pit road. So, any final thoughts on this race?
I mean, whatever I said at the checker flag basically sums it up. Good race, decent battles, even though no lead changes, so that will probably have to be something they need to work on for next year. But unfortunately, these are one of these races where it has to end pretty horribly, in my honest opinion, as Luna Coco was on her way to the officials to have a little explaining over there, because they take end-of-race incidents seriously, especially if you do a dumb move like that. You never know when somebody tries to manipulate a result, and these are one of these cases with Luna Coco.
Yep. As we're gonna take a look at our schedule for next weekend. This weekend, on Friday, the trucks are gonna go over to Richmond for the Degree 250 at 8:30 Eastern Time on AGDN, and then finally on Saturday, the NASCAR Cricket Cup Series also travels to Richmond for the Degree 400 at 8:30 Eastern, live on AGDN. So with this, our time has come to an end here at Mexico City. So, for our pit reporters, Rick Erickson, Margot Grew, and Anthony Davidson, for my commentator Cody, I'm Angel, and we're gonna say thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next track here on AGDN. Right, meanwhile here on Radio Angel YM, progress will continue for the best show.